Okay, so our CrossFit Relay for the team competition, alright, it's going to be a chipper style workout, alright, that involves burpees, pull-ups, box jumps, ring dips, with ground to overhead in between each exercise. So we're going to start, all the teams are going to start in the far end zone, alright, they're going to run 100 yards, okay, to where the rig and the bars are at, okay? Once we get there, they're going to start off by doing 100 burpees, all right? 100 burpees split between the team, okay? So they can split up those reps however they want to. Then they're going to move to the first ground to overhead, all right? So ground to overhead. The first ground to overhead is going to be, there's going to be 2 bars, a men's bar and a women's bar. It's going to be 95 pounds. And it's going to be 65 pounds. Every single person on the team has to do 10 ground to overheads here. Alright? When they finish, when all 4 teammates finish the ground to overhead, right, they're going to move back to the rig. They're going to do 80 pull-ups. Again, on the pull-ups, you can split those up however you want to. That's cumulative reps amongst the team. Not everybody on the team has to do 80 pull-ups. Okay? After you finish your 80 pull-ups, you're going to move back to the bars. At the bars, you're going to make your bars into 115 and 75 pounds. Every single person on the team is going to do 8 ground to overhead. The men are going to do 115, the women are going to do 75. Alright? When we finish that, move to the box jumps. Okay? There's going to be 1 box per team. Okay? It's going to be a box that has a 24 and a 30-inch height on it. Okay? You're going to split 60 box jumps between the 4 of you. Okay? After you finish the 60 box jumps, you're back on your bars. Okay? You move the bar weight up to 135 pounds and 95 pounds. Okay? Each person does 6 ground to overheads. Alright? Then you're going to move back to the rig. Alright? You're going to do 40, you're going to split 40 ring dips amongst the 4 people on the team. Alright? Then you're going to finish with 4 ground to overhead. You're going to move your bar weight to 165 for the men, 115 for the women. Okay? And you're going to finish with 4 ground to overhead. As soon as you finish your ground to overhead, you're going to run from the rigs and the bars back to the opposite end of the football field, and you're going to be done. Time. Okay? So, some things to remember. 1 person works at a time the entire workout. Okay? So there will never be multiple bars moving at the same time, and there will never be multiple people doing the burpees, pull-ups, box jumps, or ring dips. Okay? Again, ground to overhead. Every single person does all the reps. Alright? So, 4 people will do 10 ground to overheads, 4 people will do 8 ground to overheads, 4 people will do 6 ground to overheads, 4 people will do 4 ground to overheads. Okay? Burpees, pull-ups, box jumps, ring dips are going to be split amongst the team. Okay? Every person on the team only has to do 1 rep. Okay? So you do 100 burpees, split amongst 4 people, 80 pull-ups, split amongst 4 people, 60 box jumps, split amongst 4 people, 40 ring dips, split amongst 4 people. Okay? If somebody doesn't have very many ring dips, you can have 1 person do 1 ring dip, and the other 3 finish on all the reps. Okay? It just has to accumulate into 40 repetitions. Alright, that's the CrossFit Relay for the team event. Okay, for the burpees, guys. Simple standard. When we do the burpee, first the chest must touch the ground. So we're going to go down, chest touches the ground. Then we come up, okay? We're going to jump, feet have to come off the ground, hands clap overhead. Chest touches the ground, feet off the ground, hands above head. Give me a couple of those, Alex. There, feet off the ground, clap overhead. Feet on the ground, clap overhead. Okay, good. And our common faults, real simple. We'll do 1. So if the chest does not touch the ground, all right, chest doesn't touch the ground, no reps, okay? Second, if your feet, common faults, if your feet don't come off the ground, no rep, okay? And third, if your hands aren't above your head, okay? Go down, jump, clap, just right in front of his face there, okay? No rep. That's the burpee, guys. All right, here we go for the pull-ups. All right, standards are, number 1, you just have to have your arms locked at the bottom, feet up off the ground. okay? That's the primary thing. Then we go to the top. Chin must be over the horizontal plane of the bar, okay? Some common faults for the pull-up, okay, is not getting your chin over the bar, all right? Or doing a chin up and not coming back to a full lockout. Bent elbows, all right? You can use any grip that you want to. You can dead hang, you can kip, or you can butterfly. Kip. Good. That's the pull-ups. All right, here we go for the box jumps. We're gonna jump up onto the box. Extend the knees and the hips. You must show control at the top. You go back down and up. Full control at the top, knees and the hips locked down. All right? Okay, you can jump up and step off, or you can jump up, show control, and then jump back down and up. Okay? So some common faults. You cannot jump from the top and extend the hips. You have to be in control at the top when you extend the knees and the hips. You also cannot do a step up. Okay? Good, that's the box jump. For the ring dips, guys, again, another simple standard. We're going to start, your ring dips are going to start in the lockdown position. So go all the way up. So we're starting that lockdown position. All right? You're going to go down, you touch your shoulder to the ring, okay? Extend back up, full lockdown elbow at the top. All right? So common faults is going down and not touching your shoulders at the bottom, okay? And then also coming down and not completely locking out at the top, leaving the elbow bent at the top. That's the ring dip. Okay, for the ground to overhead, guys, simple movement. All we ask is you get the bar from the ground to fully lock down overhead. All right, you can snatch just like that, okay? We can do a clean and jerk, okay? Or any variation of that. So clean and press, clean and push press, okay? All those different things. All we have to do is get the bar all the way up to a locked out position over the top of our head. It starts on the ground. All right? You do not have to go into a full squat on these repetitions. Ground to overhead just means start from the ground, finish lockdown over the top. Now, our common faults here are simply not locking it down over the top, so the knees and the hips are still bent before you come down with it. Come down without, yep. Okay? Or trying to bounce it off the ground and catch it on the way up. Good. It's ground to overhead. Okay? Show me one more time, Mikey. Show me a good one.